All right, good evening. Thanks for jumping in the Zoom room. I'm Christy Leskovac, and we are going to chat a little bit about some fun ideas to get people together this time of year. Brianna, I love those pictures that you had posted on the comment. So I want to start by just saying, commenting on that post that Amanda had made with the little prep bowls. And that's a great idea for some additional sales, for add-on sales, right? But then I commented saying, hey, let's share some other ideas. I loved that Julie shared about doing a get-together where people are pre-ordering supplies. But you could also take that where you're inviting people, hoping even for increased individual sales by having some gift ideas already kind of done up, right?
Yes.
And then maybe you can have them use the rolling cookie cutter to bake some cookies. They can be maybe baking some cakes or making some pies or something. And then they can look around at all the different types of ideas that you had using like those pictures that Brianna had posted, and we'll make sure everybody sees those. But what a fun idea to kind of just let people know, hey, this is going to be casual, right? I want to just show you some fun gift ideas. Now, what other ideas, and I know we did brainstorm about this at our team meeting about themes that would be good between now and Christmas, and even now till the end of the year. But I want to share something that I did. I shared it on my personal team page. I don't think I shared it on the big team page. But what I did is I'm not a baker, and I had heard the idea of a pie party, which kind of made me nervous at first because I'm not a baker. And Brianna, since you're in a dorm room, I don't know if you know people around your campus that you might be able to maybe use their kitchen, to be able to invite some people to. But I thought, I'm going to be bold and kind of just say who wants to come cook with me. And so I just posted on my VIP page out Facebook Live that just said, those of you that know me know I'm not a baker, but we have some fantastic new fall products that are all about baking. And I'm going to take next week, I'm going to take some time to actually bake some cookies and bake some pies and bake some cakes. Who wants to join me? So I actually have 6 people coming. And honestly, I'm not promoting it necessarily as a party. In fact, I'm going to text them and just say, hey, come casual. I'm going to have my hair up. I'm going to have yoga pants on. I'm going to be comfortable. And I'm going to promote it that way because, and I even kind of joked and said, if you know about baking, maybe I'll learn a thing or two from you. And so I think it's going to be a really fun event. I'll be using my rolling pin and my pastry mat that I rarely bring them to a party. The rolling cookie cutter we'll be using things, and they'll be seeing things that they don't see at my parties very often. And my thought is with these products, when they see them, they're going to want them. When they see how those cakes pop out and those pies pop out and those cookies are so easily cut and rolled, they're going to want them. So my goal on Monday is I didn't have a party. It is the week before Thanksgiving. So most people are still in town. If they travel, they'll go Tuesday night or Wednesday. And I haven't even really put it out onto my main page yet. I might kind of put a post. So what are your thoughts on that? I know, Melody, you said, oh, I like that idea when you commented on my post. So.
Yes, I'm going to do that actually for Monday. And I think I'm just going to invite a whole bunch of people from the neighborhood, the girls that were at Bunko the other night. And they love to show up in their jammies.
Oh, fun.
So we might do something very casual.
Uh-huh.
And one thing I was telling you, or you'd ask about on there, was the 4 pies.
Mm-hmm.
You use that half sheet pan and just do your pies in squares on there.
Oh.
And so you get 4 pies and you cook them all together.
Really? So the crust,
Yes.
are the crust like all individual crust, and then you put different filling in?
Yes.
Pictures of that, Melody. Take pictures of that.
Okay.
Go on. Here's my
Okay.
thought. I'm kind of calling it like, in fact, one of the girls commented and she's like, I'd love to come play with you. I mean, because I kind of promoted it that way. Come and play in my kitchen. Let's bake together. So I think we can take that idea as we're calling and following up with people and just say, oh my gosh, we can do a fun, like, hey, let's get together and play in the kitchen. Let's get together and learn some fun, easy baking tips. There are some people out there that love to bake. There's some people that, like me, it makes me break into hives a little bit. But you bring those people together and really have a fun event. Okay, so one of the things I took some notes from the posts and stuff that were being made. I know one of the things that Amanda had talked about was like on the comment on that prep bowl. And the prep bowls were, just for people watching the recording, in case you didn't see it, the prep bowls were all decorated with a little ribbon. There was like a tablespoon of seasoning, either Southwest, 3 onion, or the dill, because all 3 of those make a really good dip with equal portions of sour cream and mayonnaise. And if you just are giving them 1 tablespoon of the dip, then it'll be like half cup of mayonnaise, half cup of sour cream, because it's usually 1 tablespoon per 1 cup of the dip. And you just mix those together and it makes a great dip. Now they're going to have to mix it in a different bowl because it's a 1 cup prep bowl, but they can serve it and store it in that prep bowl. Okay. So the post, if you haven't seen it, was just all these little bowls that were set up, and they were selling them for $6 a piece. So if you do the math, the prep bowls come in a set of 6 for $21-ish, somewhere around there. 22. So, you obviously want to take into consideration the seasoning, because you're going to need to buy however many orders you take. You're going to have to buy that number of sets of bowls, but you're also going to have to make sure you have enough of the seasonings that they want so you can put those together. Now, you'll need to schedule time to put those things together before they come to pick it up. Or you can take the idea of, oh my gosh, the people that are ordering them, you could always private message them and say, what?
I'm sorry. You could private message them and say,
that they can get them for free if they host a party.
oh, yes.
Yeah, you could say, yeah. Go ahead, Brianna.
Well, I just have a question real quick. How do you package the seasonings really cute? Like, I know you mentioned little bags, but I wasn't for sure, like, where you got them.
Yes. So if you go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, any of the craft stores,
Okay.
you can ask them where. And I have some of them. They're somewhere, I don't know where they are, but they're about this big. I mean, you can get different sizes, and they're like little zipper bags, like little Ziploc bags.
Okay.
But you're getting them. They're like little sample bags. So a lot of times in like the aisles where they have like the little candy melts or things like that that you could buy, but they're food safe, and they're smaller, so you can secure them in there and then put them in the bowl. And then somebody did ask on there, are you going to make little name tags? And I think you should actually make some name tags, that just says, here's a fun little treat, mix a half cup of sour cream, half cup of mayonnaise, and the contents of this packet for a delicious dip or spread. They could do like maybe a 4-ounce cream cheese and a half a cup of mayonnaise to make a fun spread, like on a bagel or something. So that's another thing. Okay, so let's talk about some of these other things. If we were going to do a homemade for the holiday party, clearly, like what I'm going to be doing on Monday is I'm going to really be promoting the little boxes and how, oh my gosh, you can get one of these pans and you can make little pies. Or you can make 1 cake mix will make a dozen. I usually get 11 because I overfill them the first time. But, you can get 10 to 12 little cakes. Or look at all these cookies you can get. I'm also going to have the candy mold and have them making little candies. So I'm going to try to kind of, as everybody's playing in my kitchen with me, I'm going to really talk up ways they can use some of these products and the things that we're baking for gifts. But then I might even take some of those ideas that people were commenting. I might have the brownie pan with a fun big ribbon on it sitting over there. I might have the popcorn maker with one of our little flavors, with maybe even a can of popcorn sitting there, some other fun creative things. So what are some other products that we have that are maybe in the $20 range or so that would be a fun gift?
You could do like last year the whipped cream maker was kind of popular. You could put like a spatula on it with a bow.
Yeah,
That's a little bit more than 20.
The mini skinny would be cute with it.
I was wondering like if you could do like the Christmas cookie cutters and put them in like a 2-cup prep bowl or something like that, if they would fit in there.
Yeah,
I don't know how, I mean,
good. That's a good,
because I don't think they'd fit in the 1 cup, but
I don't
maybe
think they're bigger. I think they're too wide. 'Cause I think they're about maybe the size of the lid, maybe even a little bigger. I mean, one even fun thing to do to display is even like the Christmas cookie cutters with the emoji cookie cutters in a fun little cellophane bag with a bow around it. I mean, that's a $10 or $20 gift. Did you
You
have
could put it on top of the 1 cup, and inside the 1 cup, put the mix for cookies, different types of cookies.
or like the batter bowl layer one.
Yeah, the batter. I will say, I had a lady a few years ago bought like 10 of the little small batter bowls, and she made those layered brownies for like her friend group. How about the pancake bottle, blender bottle?
You could do like hot chocolate. I saw that one for the mason jar, but I was thinking with the pancake one, it might even be better because you just like easy to mix it up in there.
That's a great idea. That is a great idea. The egg cooker is another one. The egg cooker.
Yeah. You like fill it with candy or tie it with.
Fill with candy or chocolate, because that's only $15. So you can fill it with candy and have a $20 gift, including the candy. So these are ideas, whether we do something like Amanda has suggested, where you have maybe you have a list that people can pre-order, because that's actually a fun idea the more you think about it, because if, a lot of times people will say, oh, I could do that at home, but they never take the time to do it. But if they're going to pre-order, then they're going to show up because they're going to pick up their order, and you could offer to have, hey, you put the order in, and maybe you have like the ingredients for the hot chocolate. I mean, people can buy their own candy or whatever, because that could get a little pricey. But so that would be a fun thing to do. And maybe while they're there putting their gifts together, you maybe have the rolling cookie cutter, or you have something that they could be playing with and enjoying too. Okay. So as you're calling people and as you're talking, I'm not saying you're calling people right now, but I would say if you have some time this evening, I plan all 6 of us were home today for dinner. So I am going to go up and chat with my family for a little bit. But when they disperse, which won't be too long, I'm going to get on the phone because I need to follow up with some people. But when I have them on the phone, I'm sure I have some more openings in December. I'll have made sure that all of them will be in by the cutoff for Christmas delivery. Do you guys remember?
Oh, I was just wondering that earlier. It's on my to-do list to go look right after this.
I'll just tell you, Brianna, it is December 18th, which is a Monday. So
is that for parties?
Huh?
For parties or individual orders?
It is. It's for when orders are submitted by the 18th, and parties included, they'll be delivered by the 23rd. So clearly, if people are leaving town on the 20th, they'll want to get it earlier than that. But it's one of those nice things that they don't have to pay any extra shipping for expediting if they order by the 18th. They'll have it by the 23rd.
So when you say the 18th, do we need to have them in by midnight on the 17th?
Midnight the 18th, actually.
Okay.
Midnight the 18th. But honestly, and I will say, I've had people, even after the deadline, because the volume of orders going in goes down, I have had people get things. But in my mind, my husband's birthday is the 14th, so I don't normally do parties after the 4th. I mean, 13th is usually my cutoff for parties, but I am doing an event on the 17th at a little apartment complex thing. So I may have orders going in, but we have a lot of time. There's really over 2 full weeks in December. Now, think about between Christmas let's think about Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of people go out for Black Friday, really on Thursday night. But there's also Small Business Saturday that's really taken off a lot. the last few years. So what are some ideas that you could maybe do, offer your customers, offer your friends on Saturday?
Maybe like a small business Saturday thing. Like if they order so much, you can do like a gift. Well, and Pampered Chef is doing free shipping on Cyber Monday.
Yes, and that's with $75 orders. The company will send an email out on your behalf that day. So you might want to start promoting it before that, just so people have know it's coming. The other thing I would mention is, and you were talking, Brianna, like doing a post offering something, which is perfect. But you could, now again, you're in a little different situation because you're in a dorm, but I don't know if you would have an area in the dorm, where you can just set up a fun little setup where, like, I'm thinking like muffins and mimosas,
I'll probably be home too.
What?
Actually, still then I'll be home.
So yeah, so you could do something there, like muffins and mimosas, or hey, support your small businesses on Small Business Saturday. Stop by between this and this, and enjoy a muffin, or try out our new rolling cookie cutter. Again, things that maybe you're not going to necessarily bring to your parties, but it would be fun for people to try out. So those are some things too. And maybe you just have it where they can stop by and they can put an order in. Maybe you add the season's best, or you add even a seasoning. Maybe anybody who stops by and places an order, you add a season's best to it. Maybe if it's over $75, you really promote, the company gift. And if it's over $100, maybe you let them choose a seasoning or a rub or something to go on. So it's a deal for them. You're giving them a little, something, a little muffin or cookies or whatever. So do you guys feel like you have a lot of information where you can take this? Because I know we're a little over our time now. So anybody else excited?
Very excited. I wanted to tell you one thing. My daughter was thinking of themes for this weekend's event.
Yeah.
And for the bunt pan, she made a sign that says "Nothing Bunt, Pampered Chef."
Oh, cute. Yay. Good job. Get a marketing expert for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what I would recommend is take one of these ideas, and Nicole, I can send you the recording too, since you just jumped on. Well, I know this was last minute, so I know people were at work and doing parties and stuff tonight. So I'll send you these ideas. A couple of other things. When you have people on a phone call or in a conversation via text or Facebook Messenger and they can't do anything before the holidays, be sure and say, oh my gosh, let's get your friends together between Christmas and New Year's. We can do a fun soup and slippers. We can do a fun solutions to your resolutions party, because that's what people are talking about after Christmas. It's like, oh gosh, what are my New Year's resolutions going to be, right? What am I going to set myself up for failure for this year? But we can offer them some solutions, because healthy eating and getting in shape and losing weight are always like in the top 5 resolutions every year. I think every time I've seen any statistics on that, those are always in the top. Do you guys feel excited? I'm really excited about my little pie party. And I think I'm going to start even mentioning that as I'm talking to people this evening. Oh my gosh, no, do you like to bake? And if they do, great. If they don't, I might say something like, me either, but I'm having such a ball with these new baking tools. We can get some of your friends together and have a pie party. I can show you how easy it is to get good baked results and without the headache. So, okay. I hope you guys feel like you got some inspiration and some ideas. And I know we have so much potential here, girls, to be able to really just take over this city with Pampered Chef. So I'm going to stop the recording. Thanks for joining, girls.